Okay. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. This is my first ever YouTube video. Very, very exciting. So, I want to preface this video by just giving you a whole whatever, of how this even came about. So, I have been dying to make a YouTube video for years. You're probably thinking, what do you mean for years? I mean, I can remember being what 12 years old. Yeah, 12, 13, in my room filming fake YouTube videos. Like, I'd have my phone up and I'll be in the corner just doing these fake YouTube videos where I'll just sit there and talk about something random because I just loved I didn't fully understand it, but the idea of being able to just sit and talk about whatever I wanted and post it on the internet and people being able to watch that. Something about that was just like intrigued me. And I just really wanted to do that. And I just never did it. And I'm not 13 or 12 anymore. I'm 21. So it's been a few years since then. And right now I have a podcast up, but it's an audio only podcast on Spotify. And I've just wanted to upload something onto YouTube. Like, I've been dying to do it. And I think about doing it and I'm like, oh, but I did camera, lighting, equipment, and I've been waiting for the right time and I've been waiting to have everything in order uh before I ever upload anything onto YouTube. And I just can't wait anymore. And this is it, I don't have a cool background. Nothing looks professional. I'm filming this on my computer, uh a little, what the fuck is that? The FaceTime camera on the computer, I think. Yeah. I'm just and I love this. I love this. I really do. And it's so crazy. We talk about resistance and fear. And I've been trying to challenge myself, and I really want to break free from that. And I want to break free from these. There's just so many boxes in life, and there's so many right ways to do things. And I just don't care. I just don't care. Before I sat down and put this on, I was thinking, oh, but what if my friends subscribe to my YouTube channel? There's no way I can post it on my regular YouTube account. I need to post it on another account because they're gonna watch this and it's embarrassing, you know. And that thought in itself is the reason why I should be doing this. The fact that I'm letting this idea of, oh my god, this is embarrassing, or oh, I can't have anyone I know see this. That's the reason why I should be doing this, because something like that should never hold you back from doing anything. The thought or fear of being embarrassed by trying something new, or looking stupid, or looking like you have nothing figured out, and looking like a fool, or just looking like I don't care anymore. I just can't wait. I've been thinking about ideas of what videos I would love to make for YouTube, or what videos I would love to do in a podcast format, and things I would like to talk about. But I still do not have all the equipment I would like to have to put a production together and like do these things. But I'm too impatient, and days keep going by, and I keep sleeping and waking up, and the dates of the calendar keeps changing, and I still really want to put these things out, and talk about these things and post them online, and I just can't wait anymore. So I don't care. I don't care. I will be making videos in this format. I'm just gonna sit here with my mic, right, in my little room, and I'm just gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I love YouTube. It's been a big part of my life. This platform I've been on, like, I literally grew up on YouTube. It's been a huge part of my life. I feel like YouTube is everything, It is. And I love the fact that with YouTube, I don't have to feel there are just no limits with YouTube. I could sit down and make a 5-minute video. I don't have to follow the structure of a podcast and uh, try to talk for an hour. I could do a 2-hour video if I wanted. I could do a 2-minute. There are no limits with YouTube, and I really like that you can really push it and really do whatever you want to do. I want to do small videos like this where I just sit down and check in, and if I have something in my mind that I want to discuss, I can just come here and say it. I could do more planned out or scripted videos. I could even react to something. I could do reviews of things. I could do anything I want, really, on here. And I'm tired of waiting. It needs to happen. It's just I've wanted to do this for so long, and there's no point waiting when you can just take action. So guys, if you're thinking of doing something and you're like, oh, but this needs to be done first. But oh, I need to do this first. And you have this long list of everything you need to do in order to start whatever you want to start. And there's this whole idea in your head of, man, I don't know when I'll be able to do this because I need to do this and this and this and this. Just stop and just let the energy in you, this fire in you that really wants to just get up and go, and it doesn't want to be stopped by anything. Just let that take over and just act and stop limiting yourself. Just get rid of the limiting beliefs that you have. Speaking of limiting beliefs, this morning I woke up and I saw a notification on my phone. Emma Chamberlain posted a podcast episode. Anything goes. By the way, if you know me, you probably don't know me if you're watching this, or you may get to know me. I love Emma Chamberlain. She's definitely hands down my favorite, one of my favorite uh, internet personalities, and man, I love her podcast. It's just, yeah, I just love her podcast, and she talked about limiting beliefs, and I just really connected with that, and I thought, wow, this is so accurate. There's so many things we want to do in life, and we tell ourselves, oh, there's no use, or I probably will fail, or I probably can't do that. What's the point of trying that? It's just not good enough. I just, and it's like half of the time we can actually do these things, or 100% of the time we can actually do these things, but we just limit ourselves because of these thoughts that we have in our minds that stop us from doing whatever we want to do. And that could come from other people. It could be self imposed, but I think we just need to say, fuck this and let's go. We just need to act more. We just need to go more. You know, planning is great for sure. Be organized, have a plan, but sometimes planning is just a way to procrastinate and it just stops you from achieving whatever you're trying to achieve. So just go. That's all I'm trying to get out right now. Just go and just do whatever. And stop caring about looking embarrassing or stupid. We all look stupid or embarrassing, and that's fine. It's fine. Like, I shaved my head a month ago on Boxing Day. And I didn't plan to shave my head. I just, and it's with everything you do in life, you don't just do things, everything has meaning attached to it, and everything has these like thoughts and attached to them, and kind of like self image as well. This idea of it's an ongoing journey for me, but this idea of separating self from physicality is something I think about a lot, and it's hard, of course, because um if I have a bad skin day, I'm probably not gonna feel confident. Sorry. We're attached to how we look, and how we look definitely affects how we feel about ourselves. And it's life, but it's not great because you don't want your self-worth to lie in just physicality and how things look on the outside. That's terrible. Imagine like that's awful. But yeah, I love this idea of doing things. You may have apprehension towards because you feel like if you do the thing, it probably will affect your self image, or it will kind of make you insecure about how you exist in the world, and just challenging that, for example, with something like femininity, for example, or this idea of, as a woman, you want to be feminine because this is just how we're expected to exist in the world, and taking that and saying, but I just want to be me, and maybe sometimes me being me isn't feminine. Maybe I can just exist without worrying about what labels are going to be ascribed to me because I'm existing. Do you understand what I mean? So I think with the shaving my head thing, it's like I just want this is just something that I want to do, period. But I'm thinking, oh, does that make me less feminine because femininity and long hair, uh, those things are associated with each other. So yeah, it's things like this where this is hard. We have to worry about how we're coming off and how we're showing up in the world always, depending on who you are and how deep into trying to fit into this image of what you're supposed to look like, or who you're supposed to be, or how you're supposed to act in the world. And I just think finding life and finding joy and just finding light in your experience on this earth, I feel like that comes from detaching from that and just existing as you. And obviously, there's no way you're going to be able to completely detach from these things because we live in a society. You can't, it's programming, and these thoughts are always, they're always going to be there, and you're always going to encounter these, they're just always going to pop in your head, really. And I think just that freedom you feel, or you get to feel, when you choose to exist as yourself and just be authentically you. I think that freedom comes from silencing those thoughts that try to stop you. And I think this ties back in with this idea of limiting beliefs. Yeah, all of these are examples of limiting beliefs. Oh, I can't do this because I look weird. Oh, I can't do this because I need to be feminine. It's no, we can do whatever we want. And we say that all the time, but we don't act like it. And I say that all the time, and I preach this 24/7. This is the one thing that I always preach. I preach it to myself, I preach it to everyone I know, and still, I don't act like it. And I want to just act like that more. And I'm getting older, and life isn't getting shorter, so might as well just act now. It's never too late to act, but do not procrastinate. It's so funny. We say it's never too late to do something, but when we say that, we're not saying take forever. We're saying even if you've taken forever, you could still do it now. Yeah. Wow, I've been talking for 18 minutes. This is so interesting. As I'm doing this, uh those limiting beliefs are popping up again, and they're saying this is a throwaway video. You haven't said anything that's going to be of use to anyone. Just do not even think about uploading this. The quality's bad. This is the no, no, no. You're not wearing a cool outfit. You don't look perfect. Like, it's, shh. Just throw that away and just act. It's so liberating. The thought of just doing things and not caring is so liberating. And I just want to live in that space, and I want to operate more in that energy. I want to operate in that energy, and I just want to stay there. I want to live most of my life from that place. I feel like I'll find a lot of joy and fulfillment from living like that. Yeah. Mm. There are a lot of things I'm trying to work through right now. Just, we're gonna make it personal now. Uh, Almost feels like I'm having a quarter life crisis because for the first time in my life, I'm fully coming to terms with the fact that I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing in terms of a career. I'm completely lost. Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And leading up to this point, I thought I had an idea and I thought I was on a good track. And now everything has just come to a head and I feel like I really am completely lost. And when I was a little kid, when I was like 7, I said I wanted to be a doctor. And there's a little story of how I even thought about the idea of, yeah, how I even thought about the idea and what kind of made me say that. I just thought medicine was like fascinating, honestly. I thought God medicine, to be honest. Yeah. I just thought the idea that these people could work to save human life. It's, and till date, I think medicine is a miracle. I think that's amazing. Like this morning, I had the worst uh migraine, headache, whatever, because my wisdom teeth are coming in, and it's like the worst pain where you can't move your head because if you try to move your head, you just get the throbbing pain, and it's just like you just can't. Even opening your eyes is just it's too much. And I just sat there and I thought, imagine if pain pills didn't exist. What would I do right now? Would I just have to endure this pain? Like medicine is amazing, never going to discount that. But yeah, I for a long time I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna become a doctor. This is just what I'm going to do. And then I was slowly getting on that path, and then I just was not interested in what I was learning in school, and I was just doing just basic sciences, the stuff you do as an introduction to medicine. Yeah. And I just nothing inspired me, nothing gave me life. I wasn't happy. I didn't feel motivated or inspired. Everything just felt flat. And I didn't see a reason in anything I was learning, or I just felt no connection to it. So I thought, why don't I? And the whole time, actually, towards the end of that, I was thinking, oh, I could study medicine, become a psychiatrist, because I developed this interest in mental health. Because at a time, I kind of had a bit of social anxiety, and I started learning about mental illness. And I was just amazed because I found out about this world of people struggling with all sorts of mental illnesses, and it just blew my mind. And I felt like a really deep connection to that, and I thought, I need to somehow help people in this way. I was like, I need to do this. So I said I was going to become a psychiatrist, and when the medicine thing just wasn't connecting, I said, I guess I should just do psychology. So I'm learning about the mental health stuff from day one, and I don't have to go through medical school. I could just do psychology and become a psychologist and help these people. And then here we are. I started studying psychology, and again, just I just felt no life. Actually, it had the opposite of I don't think I've ever felt. Yeah, this phase of my life, this time in my currently, I feel like I'm better now. But just looking back at the last few months to a year, Jesus, man, I think this has definitely been the worst I've f- ever felt mentally in my life. Which is ironic because I'm studying psychology, just dark times. I don't even want to go into detail because I don't want to do that now, but awful. And again, I felt no life in it. It just made life feel very dark for me. And I thought, wow, is this even worth it? It got to a point where I was like, I can't even help anyone or think about helping anyone if I feel this awful. And all I'm doing is just learning this material and I already feel this bad. So the thought of saying like, oh, we're just gonna forget about that and focus on helping it just I couldn't even see that because I was focused on how much I just didn't want to be in that headspace. So here we are and now we're back to zero and I have no idea what I'm doing now. Zero idea. Like zero. I've thought about a couple of things, but nothing feels right. And for me, I feel like I have to choose between, I feel like I have two options. I could either just do anything, but with that, I fear that I will just regret that. And I fear that I will be miserable for the rest of my life because I'm just going to be stuck feeling kind of lifeless and just going with whatever because I'm like, oh, this is just what life is. You just go with whatever. I feel like that's one option. And I think the other option is I could actually find something which makes me excited and inspires me and keeps me going. But I feel like I don't see it yet. And it might be difficult and it might take time and it might be a whole process and it might not be a straight path. And that's scary because I fear that I may not have enough time to go through all of that. Okay. Yeah. That's just giving you some insight into how I'm currently thinking and what I'm currently going through. If you can relate, please leave comments and let's just talk about it. This is the thing I love about YouTube. It's so interactive. People can just leave comments and you can just talk in the comment section. I love that. Okay, this is about to be a 30-minute video, and I thought I'll just come here and do a 5 minutes introduction, but as you can tell, I don't shut up. I just keep talking. So I think I'm gonna end it here and I might upload more videos that are kind of topical. I could tell a few stories on here as well. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I would love to just come on here and like tell you a story, do like a quick story time. I feel like that would be so fun. I love story times. And I feel like I have a few interesting ones. Okay, I'll just end this now. And I don't know, do I do an outro? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. If anyone sees this video, please leave comments and tell me if you can relate to anything, or if you have any thoughts on anything I've said. You can just leave that down below. If you have suggestions, if you want to see me talk about something, you can tell me that as well. I'm so excited to be doing this. I feel like I'm fulfilling a childhood dream because I've always just wanted to upload something onto YouTube. I've just always wanted to do that, but I've never done it. And it's happening now, and I'm so happy to be doing it. I'm so happy. Okay, bye bye, guys.